Last drop.
Brought to you by Contemproast Coffee and Roastery. Visit our store or our site at contemproast.com today.
All right. So for our last segment, last drop, I'm going to spin it over to Ben. What you got?
All right. So for our last drop, it's I sent you a picture of it. The bizarre case of a Florida man who broke into a home and shaved a family's cat has left many scratching their head. The culprit, identified as 28-year-old Cody Blake Hisson, has been arrested and charged with burglary and criminal cruelty. In other words, he broke into a house randomly, shaved somebody's cat, just their head, and then left without stealing anything. That's what I got.
That's interesting. I have the picture right now, and yeah, the cat looks mortified. And if you were to put that next to Doc Brown from Back to the Future, I think you would get an identical to, for the listeners to get a picture of this cat. It's just bald and white hair. So very.
Yeah, I'll put that on our Twitter account. That way people can see it.
Yeah. Be sure to post that so they can get a visual of that. So, well, that'll pretty much.
Ben.
All right. So for our last drop, a Florida man is suing Duncan for more than $100,000 after he was injured by an exploding toilet. The man claiming he suffered severe and long-term injuries. After the explosion, the man was covered in human feces, urine, and debris. He walked out of the men's room seeking help. An employee told him that they were aware of the problem with the toilet since they had been previous incidents. So the lesson is, don't use the toilets at Duncan because crap happens. That's what I got.
Well, I can't think of a better bookend to a show to start off with cats' teeth getting pulled and exploding toilets. That's the way to go. So take it away, Ben.
Have you ever wondered where artificial raspberry, vanilla, or strawberry flavor comes from? Animal urine. These animals secrete something called castrium, and it's extruded by the castor sacs of the mature North American beaver. The FDA generally considers these as safe, as they are simply called natural flavoring. So, just remember, if you run out of vanilla, raspberry, or strawberry flavoring for your cake and don't feel like going to the store, beaver urine will do just as well.
Well, that's a different a way of looking at things, I have to admit. So thank you for that, Ben. Very informative and educational.
You're very welcome.
To remember. So take it away, Ben.
A UK police officer stopped a man that was jogging with a refrigerator strapped to his back. The police officer thought the man stole the fridge, but it turned out the man was training for a marathon. Daniel Fairbrother said he wanted to set the world record for the fastest marathon carrying a household appliance. A 49-year-old named Tony the Fridge Morrison also tried this, carrying a 94-pound fridge over 800 miles. It took up to 40 days to complete. At one point, Tony knocked himself out and broke his left femur, but finished the 800-mile marathon anyways. So my idea would be, for a new Olympic sport, the 400-meter fridge hurdles. That's what I got.
Well, if someone asks if your fridge is running, you need to clarify from now on because it could be running, but it's strapped to somebody's back.
I just want to know if during the time the 800 miles, if Tony had food in his fridge. I mean, that makes sense.
Instead of having like one of those beer caps with the straws, you have a fridge cap. You just have it funneling down from the fridge. Take it away, Ben.
A flight from Amsterdam to Detroit was quickly turned around when maggots started to fall out on a female passenger. The flight crew on board found an improperly packed carry-on bag that contained a rotten fish wrapped in newspaper. One man said they found they found out there was a rotten fish in there. I did see everyone's reaction to the bag being opened, which was just an immediate pinching of the nose. The flight was less than an hour into its 9-hour flight. So just remember, kids, most flights can make you fish sticks, so no reason to bring on your own fish. That's what I have.
Yeah, that just sounds awful. Wow. 9-hour flight, and that was at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least it wasn't halfway through. And they had 4 hours one way, 4 hours back.
Oh goodness. I feel for those people, but thank you, Ben. That's
You're welcome.
good to know that something you can maybe prepare for. Maybe bring one of those clothes pinchers for your nose, just in case that happens to you if you go on a flight. So, well,
A 285-year-old lemon was found in the back of an old cabinet drawer and was auctioned in England. The lemon fetched $1,780. The auctioneer said the lemon and the cabinet was taken to the auction house. The fruit was inscribed with a message given by Mr. Pilu Francini, November 4th, 1739, to Miss E. Baxter. Again, the auction fetched $1,780 for the lemon, but the cabinet, meanwhile, just sold for $40. So that's what I got.
Interesting. That's not what I was expecting that to go at all.
Well, if
interesting.
life gives you lemon, sell it.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could sell some lemons for that and just get rid of some cabinets. I got some extra cabinets that I don't care what they sell for, honestly. So, well, thank you, Ben. That was very
An
important.
Alabama radio show station is off the air after their 200-foot radio tower was stolen. The station's general manager, Brett Elmore, said that his maintenance crew told him that the tower had been missing. The general manager said, "This morning, my bush hog crew went down to a tower site to do an early cleanup of the property before we did some work down there. When he arrived, he called and notified me that not only was my building vandalized, but my 200-foot tower was gone. They stole every piece of the equipment out of the building, cut some wires to the tower, and somehow managed to cut down the 200-foot tower." So, listeners out there, if you happen to find a 200-foot tower, just let us know and we can contact the authorities for you. That's what I got.
good. Yeah, good public service announcement. If you see someone trying to transport a tower around, they're probably a stolen tower, I think. So, have you seen any going around there, Josh, in your area?
No, I haven't. They might try to hide it like they do the cell towers now and put tree branches on them. So
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. So that's good to know. Thank you, Ben, for that. That's a very important thing for us to keep an eye out for. Take it away, Ben.
A Washington road sign was hacked to warn of angry raccoons ahead. The owner of the electronic sign in Washington said the message warning drivers about angry raccoon aheads was the work of a prankster. The sign at the end of Spokane's Northwest Boulevard displayed the perplexing message, and it turned out somebody unlocked the back of the gate, was able to change the message, and warned that angry raccoons are ahead. So if you happen to see those in Washington, don't worry. It was just a prank. There's nothing but friendly raccoons in Washington. That's what I got.
Good to know. False alarm. I hope it's kind of like when they hack those construction electronic signs. There was
Yes.
people that did that one year and made headlines. So no angry raccoons, thankfully. That's a relief to hear. Well, thank you, Ben. Very
No problem.
informative for those in the area. And take it away.
A museum in St. Louis is celebrating a local holiday by asking visitors to wear underwear on their heads for a Guinness World Record. The city museum said it hopes to gather at least 314 people on March 14th holiday to celebrate the 314 area code to wear underpants on their heads for a new Guinness World Record. So if they have that completed, they will be in the World Record book. And they give out free pairs of underwear to everybody, preferably clean ones that they can wear on the head. That's what I got.
All right. I wonder if Captain Underpants will be there or not.
Maybe so.
We'll have to wait and see. So,
A Utah teen is facing charges after allegedly taping fish to an ATM. Police believe a 17-year-old was responsible for dozens of fish taping incidents between August and October. Authorities told KSTU they suspected the fish taping was done in innocent fun. An Instagram account entitled Fish Bandit 84 said in his tagline, "Live, laugh, and tape fish on ATMs. No fish were harmed, and he in fact taped one to a police car." That's what I got.
All right. So I guess if you got to experience that might have made good conversation over coffee that day. That, hey, I saw a fish taped to an ATM.
I do have a question. So where would that fish be on your wheel?
Oh, you know what?
Coffee wheel.
Probably somewhere between the dark roast notes and the chemical notes. I'd say between pipe tobacco and rubber skunk.
That sounds about right. Yeah. You can really visualize it with the chart. That's
take it away, Ben.
NFL quarterback who puts mayo in coffee gets lifetime deal with Hellman's Mayo. Tennessee Titans quarterback Will Levis went viral after putting mayo in his coffee. Hellman's then gave Will a lifetime supply. The video shows Will Levis being asked by his girlfriend, "Oh, so you drank your coffee black?" "Not quite," he said. Then he squeezed mayo in his mug. Yuck. I don't know how well that would taste. What do you think?
No, I think we're offended here for how much we enjoy coffee. That just sounds like a waste. And I know it's just me, but I'm not a big mayo person, so it just does not sound good.
I like it sometimes on sandwiches and stuff, but just no.
Yeah, fun fact. I mean, a little bit isn't bad, but growing up, we had Miracle Whip, and it was on like everything that I ate.
Oh, I
so,
hate Miracle Whip.
Yeah, it was more of a self did it to myself. So no knock to anyone that likes mayo, but to me, I just can't stand it anymore. And the thought of that being in coffee just sounds disgusting. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you had real mayo then?
Yeah, I've had real,
Okay.
and there's definitely a difference.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Miracle Whip, obviously, but even that, it's still, yeah.
Yuck.
Anyway,
Anywho.
appreciate that, Ben. And this is everybody's public service announcement. Do not put mayo in coffee just because you hear of it as an idea. So, okay, well.
Dog eats $4,000 worth of cash and getting it back wasn't pretty. According to its owners, a 7-year-old golden doodle was a bit hungry when it ate $4,000 in cash. Harry and Clayton Law said they recently placed an envelope with cash on their kitchen table. They were saving it for a home improvement project in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Carrie shared the funny, although crazy story on Instagram when their dog ate all their cash. They had to wait 3 days to get it back. Once they went through the feces, they were able to wash it and tape it back together. They got most of their money back. That's what I got.
You say $6,000? How much was it again?
4,000.
4,000. Still, that's
stupid dog.
I would be as disgusting as it is. Yeah, I would be going to the trouble if it was that much. So sad series of events for those owners of that dog. But okay, well, I guess the message here is make sure you watch your dogs, especially when you have cash lying around. That could be their lunch. You never know.
Yeah.
So,
Southern California Police Department has been handcuffed by Lego after the toy company asked the agency to stop adding Lego heads to cover the faces of suspects in the image it shares on social media. Why the covered faces? The department wrote, the Merida Police Department prides itself in its transparency with the community, but also honors everyone's rights and protections as afforded by the law, even suspects. So what they did was those who said they had a lesser crime. If their photo got released to protect their identity, they would cover their heads with Lego images. That's what I got.
So, would it be ironic to see a Batman Lego head on a criminal, seeing Batman arrested? I don't know. What do you think, Jason? That would be kind of interesting, right?
Well, yeah. I had a question about that though. You said they got handcuffed.
Yeah, so basically Lego is telling them to cease and desist. This has been going on
Got
since 2023.
Got it.
Apparently
that
there's a
is a
whole
good
gallery
picture.
of this.
That's a
Man,
funny
these
picture.
companies are getting out of hand, man. You can't use a general Lego. Come on.
Got to protect the
Oh.
brand, I guess. I don't know.
I guess, man. Eesh.
So, well, thank you, Ben, for that. And we won't be looking at Legos the same anymore, I'm sure. We'll
No.
have that.
Have you been ignoring your houseplants? They may be filling your house with deafening clicks, but these are too high for your ear to hear, scientists have found. It turns out that plants actually make a screaming noise when they are in need of water or are being cut. Humans usually hear about to 16 kilohertz, but these sounds are mostly between 40 and 80 kilohertz. It's possible that these noises can help some animals like bats, moths, or mice get a sense of the condition of the plant and of the plant species. So don't be going around hurting your plants, otherwise they may scream at you. That's what I got.
Yeah, interesting. I know grass, when it's cut, that smell is some kind of defensive chemical they release. And
Didn't know that.
I don't know. Yeah, so plants have feelings, people. Remember that. If you hear that little pitch, that's them screaming. That's kind of sad. But thank you for that very important bit of information for us. We'll never look at plants the same.
Roland the Farter was a medieval flatulist who lived in the 12th century England. He was given Hemmingstone Manor in Suffolk and 30 acres of land in return for his services as jester for King Henry II. That's what I got.
Wow. So imagine farting so good that the king gives you 30-acre estate. And think about that. Imagine someone farting so good that you're reading about them right now, 900 years later.
Golly.
That's impressive. I gotta say, that's to be in the record books, history books, whatever you want to call it. Did the king sick him on people to fart? Like, he needed to drive some annoying people out of his castle or whatever. That's impressive to me. Like, I wish I had someone I could hire as a jester, but they were known as the farter, whoever they are, Ed the farter. I need one of those. That'd be great.
I just wonder, if he got a official medal from the king.
I bet he did. I mean,
probably.
He's in the history books. He had to be respected, right?
Yeah.
Well, great. That's a great history lesson for all of us. So, maybe your dreams are to be a jester and be able to fart real good. I don't know. So thank you.
I wonder how much acreage I could have gotten in my lifetime.
That's a great topic. Maybe we'll cover some time of
yes,
how much farts can earn you in acres, like currency. There's there's some impressive farters out there, I know personally.
Yes.
So I'm sure they could own a whole country. I don't know. They're pretty impressive. So okay. Well, moving on from that. Take it away, Ben.
Man walks down street with disco shed on his head, blasting fire from the chimney. A man sporting what appears to be a small disco shed on his head, blaring electronic music and blasting fire through a chimney, was spotted walking down a residential street. As loud dubstep music played, the flames spurted out of the chimney to the rhythm. Colored lights also appeared to be flashing inside the shed. That's what I got. Pretty random, right?
He was just walking down the street. There wasn't any other.
No, just this couple happened to look over and see this guy walking with a shed on his head.
That
Blasting
just
dubstep.
that looks like another reality. Like that's just he's just I'm seeing the picture here. It just looks like a normal walking down casually. Like he fall from some kind of portal from another planet or something, and just casually walking. I'm trying to figure that one out. That's interesting.
You know what
Okay.
genre of music it is, though?
You said it was disco?
Disco. But if you have that on your head, it has to be shedcore.
Yes. Yes, that's a new. Oh, it'll happen. Trust me. It's. I don't know. Maybe it's already out there. We had what crabcore or something.
Shedcore.
Okay. Well. Thank you for that, Ben. Very informative for us, and I guess keep your eyes out for possible character like that walking down your street. That's interesting. Take it away, Ben.
Are you short on cash and need to take a BM? A company named humanmicrobes.org said they are looking to study stool samples that they can use to research purposes. If you qualify, you can get $500 per sample or up to $180,000 a year. So don't flush down your gold nuggets just yet, but check to see if you can qualify. That's what I got.
Wow. I never thought it would be possible, somebody to pay for your stool. But, you know the saying that you're just flushing money down the toilet? You could be possibly doing that and have been for many years. So that's good to know. Thank you for that public service announcement, Ben. Check it out if, you feel like you're wasting your stools. Make some money off of that. Take it away, Ben.
Man says emotional support alligator, known for his social media audience, has gone missing. A Pennsylvania man says his emotional support alligator named Wally has gone missing amid the coastal marshes of Georgia. Joe Henry alligator has attracted thousands of social media followers over the years, with videos and photos showing people petting and cuddling the 5.5-foot reptile. It turns out that he was visiting a park in Georgia, and the next night the gator escaped. So they're seeking, if anybody can find a gator in Georgia, try to capture him. That's what I got.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure they find him there. That's a interesting take of a special bond, between a man and his alligator.
The problem is there is 200, I looked it up, 200 to 300,000 alligators in Georgia. Are you Wally? Are you Wally? No. It's not like trying to find a dog. They kind of all look the same.
Yeah, I feel bad. I hope they get reunited, but that doesn't sound good.
Apparently, the article said that they are looking for him every day. So,
oh yeah. Well, we hope
hopefully they can
the
find
best for him. Yeah, that's sad. I do feel for him. So, hopefully things turn out. I'm sure he would recognize them once he saw him.
Probably
they'll just bring it to him and he'll know. I guess
run in slow motion to each other.
Reunited, and it feels so good. Yeah.
Chomp.
That would be the song I'd be playing for.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Ben. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Help them to. If you happen to see that in Georgia, I don't know who to contact. Maybe some kind of ranger or something.
Yes.
See if they can get reunited there. So okay. Take it away, Ben.
Employees of the Richmond Wildlife Center in Virginia are doing their best to act like mother foxes as they feed and care for an orphan kit that found her way into their care. In the video posted to the center's Facebook page, the director, Melissa Stanley, is shown wearing a red fox mask and rubber gloves while feeding these tiny kits from a syringe. The kit sits on top of the large stuffed animal fox
that is supposed to look at her mother. So apparently they don't want them to recognize humans, so they wear this crazy, creepy mask. That's all I got.
The stuff of nightmares is what that is, but to each animal's own. I mean, have you ever seen like even a fox, but like a possum in the wild with its young? Oh, those things are so creepy. They're just like, and but the animal's probably like, "Mama, I love you so much." That's all I was thinking with that fox. Is this very horrifying? Okay.
I was kind of thinking the opposite. Maybe they're like, all right, the baby fox is like, I really need to get out of here. This thing is like creepy.
That could be. You know how like birds pretty much are like, okay, you're gonna have to fly now. Some birds just push their young out when they get to be the age to fly. Maybe that's their way of,
Maybe
all right,
so.
you need to be a fox and get out there now. Okay.
Oh, crazy.
Well, thank you, Ben. I hope I don't have nightmares tonight, is all I'll have to say to that.
Well, hopefully not. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I'll
You're
keep you
very
posted
welcome.
If I have any nightmares, I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Well, let's take it away, Ben.
Are you trying to lose weight and your diet isn't doing it for you? Does it feel like you keep just banging your head against the wall? Well, studies have shown that banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour, although we don't recommend that. So don't despair. You can still work out those love handles. That's what I got.
That is very good. That is very good. Can I quickly out my brother here?
Go for it.
Yeah, this is one of the weirdest things. we used to live. We had this small cabin sort of at my mom's place when I grew up. I was like around 13. He was 14, and I was in my cabin. And he is in his cabin. And we used to play. I used to listen to Disturbed and play Need for Speed Underground, and he did the same in his cabin. So 2 different cabins, and it was like midnight, pitch black, and I hear this boom sound, like,
oh no,
really, what is happening? Like a loud banging noise, and from his cabin, and so I went out, and it was winter. I was like, what is going on? Like, is he okay? And I go in, and he sits in his like sofa thing, and I see on the computer like he like the car went like this, and because he was in the lead in Need for Speed Underground, so it's like this, and just no, just standing like so, and he sort of rubs his head like this. It's like, what? All right, what is happening? So apparently, well, he smashed into the wall in the game, and he got so angry. And this is where he burned some calories and probably some like brain cells. So he runs head first into the wall. and that was the sound that I heard. And I was like, that is not very smart. That is not a very smart, in so many different levels of just not smartness. So, yeah, he burned a couple of calories.
Yeah, I think there's better ways to burn calories if that's your intent.
Yeah, probably.
We don't recommend that here at Mustaches and Coffee. Don't bang your head against a wall, even though I'm just surprised they track these kinds of things. Like who comes up with this idea of, hey, Bill, how many calories you think you burn when you hit your head against a wall? I don't know. Why don't you try and I'll track you? Like,
I'm way ahead of you. He's already just banging, having it like the Apple Watch. Doesn't that like count calories burned?
Yeah.
Probably put it like on his neck like this. It's like so. Like this is very good. We're doing science.
Oh, you know what? You should try that with your coworker. Maybe that's what it was. It was a trick for their coworker to make them do silly things, and they were trying to study burning calories. So he tricked their coworker into banging their head against the wall. Maybe you should try that.
Sounds like it.
Well, again, we've had so many good laughs, man. My stomach's hurting from laughing so much. This has been a great time, but we want to be Take it away, Ben.
A Thai town maddened by marauding monkeys launches plan to lock them up and send them away. A Thai town run ragged by its ever-growing population of marauding wild monkeys launched an offensive against the simian raiders on Friday using trickery and ripe topical fruits. There are thought to be around 2,500 monkeys running around the town. They captured the unlucky trio and around 30 others trapped in other parts of the town, slightly pared down the total. So if you have any loose monkeys in Thai, just contact them and they will steal your monkeys for you. That's what I got.
Yeah, we got some Planet of the Apes going on over there. That's scary.
I wonder if they want chicken nuggets.
Is that why they're attacking the town?
Yes.
They want their chicken nuggets?
Yes.
Or maybe they were so mad because they thought that one chicken nuggets was good and they found out that what they really liked was their least favorite before.
Were they blindfolded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Planet
all.
of the Apes. We're all doomed.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Ben. Be aware if you're in that area. That sounds very dangerous. So I feel for those in the area, but take it away, Ben.
Are you tired of sharpening your pencil and have extra cash? Pay someone to sharpen it for you. In New York City's Hudson River Valley, craftsman David Rest still practices the age-old art of manual pencil sharpening. His artisanal service is perfect for artists, writers, and standardized test takers. Shipped with their shavings and a certificate of sharpening, these extra sharp pencils make wonderful gifts. David Reese used to charge $15. He's become so popular that he now charges $100 to sharpen a pencil for you. That's what I got.
Okay, Miss Devon, is that practical? Being a teacher, if your student were to have to pay someone to sharpen their pencil?
I mean, why not, right? Sharpening pencils is hard. I don't know. If someone could give me a better, sharper pencil, I might be persuaded.
Yeah, he
Interesting.
actually got so famous he was on the front cover of National Geographic.
That's
Really?
wild. I love
Yeah.
that though. That's really cool.
Wow. Huh. Well, the more you know. I guess that's one of the more interesting ones you've had there, Ben. So thank you very much for
No problem.
that insightful information. So take it away, Ben.
NASA astronaut Frank Rubio, who is on the International Space Station, was experimenting by growing tomatoes in space. After Frank grew and harvested the tomatoes, he put them in a bag and then lost them. So for the last 8 months, the crew was looking for lost tomatoes in space, but finally found it. I guess that's one way to pass the time. That's what I got.
Lost tomatoes in space. Have you heard of such a thing there, Miss Renee?
No.
I don't know how you lose tomatoes. Again, it's space, so there's lots of places to lose it in, but you said they found it afterward there, Ben? Like, how do you lose it and then find it?
It took 8 months. It was like in a little baggie. I don't know.
It's just floating around in the
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't know what happened to it. I think there was a movie, wasn't there? Like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes in Space or something, or
Yeah, something like that.
something really weird.
Those are like way below my my movie grade. I never watch those unless there's some kind of funny commentary over it. So yeah, that's interesting. Well, thank you for that, Ben. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to think on that one. How someone can lose tomatoes for 8 months. That's a funny one. All right. Take it away, Ben.
For the last fourth year straight, another mysterious monolith has appeared, this time in Las Vegas. Authorities in the Las Vegas area removed a mysterious monolith from the desert north of the city out of concerns for the damage tourists could do to the natural area. The 77-inch tall structure, constructed out of sheet metal and secured with rebarb and concrete, was spotted earlier this month in Las Vegas. And these monoliths has been around since 2020, and they have appeared all over the world, and yet nobody knows where they come from because footprints aren't found around the area. That's what I got.
Well, that's kind of different. You haven't spotted any in your area there, Galaga guy, have you?
No, but if I do, I'll give you all a call. That is weird.
It
A lot
seems
of
like
people are saying this is looks like the thing from the 2001 Space Odyssey.
I could see that. Yeah. It's so weird. And I remember reading about those popping up in different places, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled for them. They might be coming to a town near you, I guess, because more than likely it's some kind of prank going on. But it's kind of odd. You said they didn't find any like footprints or anything around it.
No, so the first one that was spotted, I remember this, was down this valley in the middle of the desert, like hundreds of miles away from anybody. There was no tracks, no footprints, no nothing, and it was like in a cave. And then like the authorities came a couple days later to remove it, and it wasn't there anymore. And yet, still no footprints. So people were like, "Is it aliens?" I don't know. Just weird.
Yeah.
That is.
I could see how you think it was aliens until you find out it's made of concrete and rhubarb. It's like
advanced technology.
like yeah, then it's like, oh, I don't think aliens are using that.
Yeah, it's just kind of fishy being a prank, especially since it didn't pop up till here recently. And then, yeah, you could just see somebody like making it in their garage and then lugging it in a, I don't know. Maybe that's what these millionaires are doing. They're like bored. So they're like, let's start freaking people out. Like they get a helicopter and just drop it in, so there's no footprints or anything. Yeah, there might be a reason behind it, but I don't know. Very, very interesting there. So thank you for that, Ben. We'll be a little more aware of our surroundings. Make sure if we see one of those, I guess, contact the authorities, or I would just stay away. I don't know. I wouldn't want to mess with those things regardless. So anyway, take it away, Ben.
A Florida kid may hold the record for being the only person in the world to play the drums inside a Walmart. A kid was in a Walmart with his mother and noticed a drum set up in the front of the store. A worker asked the kid, "Do you play drums?" The kid said yes. The worker handed him the drumsticks and the kid went to down, drawing everyone's attention and completely embarrassing the mother. That Florida kid is actually me. That's what I got.
So you have a last drop about yourself playing
I do.
drums.
I was the Florida kid because actually I was born in Florida, so I technically am a Florida kid. But yeah, I was in Walmart and played the drums in front of everybody at Walmart. So I may hold the title for the only person in the world to play drums at Walmart and get away with it.
I don't know. We'll have to do some
see.
research on that.
Yeah, maybe not.
With
Guinness Book of World Records, or if you're listening, you have to check this out.
You got TikTok and you got YouTube and all that. You have to check on that. I'm sure they're capturing on video if it happens.
Probably.
So we'll have to...
But it was fun. Everybody turned and my mom was completely embarrassed. So it was awesome though.
Hey, any chance to embarrass your parents, you got to take it.
Absolutely.
So, within reason, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
I'm a parent myself, so I don't endorse it fully, but take it away, Ben.
A horse from Ontario, Canada went viral after a headbanging to heavy metal to such bands as Metallica, Ozzy, Pantera, and many more. With there being so many country songs about horses, have you ever wondered if horses actually like country music? When the owner of the horse played country music, the horse stopped and completely turned around. So stop harming your horses with country music before PETA gets involved. That's what I got.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yes.
I concur.
I was gonna ask, have you ever been around horses or been on a farm, Ajax, seen that kind of a event take place with them?
I haven't, but if I were a horse, I wouldn't want to listen to country. So I totally understand. I would run away.
Maybe, they're out in the country, so they're just so sick of country that they're just like, please, I want some headbanging music of some
That makes sense, yeah.
That's awesome, though.
There was a clip. It made me think of another clip I saw.
It's animal related, even though they're extinct. There was actually a guy in a velociraptor outfit that looked like one that was from Jurassic Park. I have to represent, even though I didn't with the song. Anyways, but he was like in the front and he's like just rocking out in this outfit. But it made me think, like, what would a horse do if I actually took a horse in a mosh pit to a concert? It's like,
Ooh.
I wouldn't want to stand behind one if you did that. That's
No.
for sure.
I was just about to say that sounds like a lot of chaos, like especially if the horse responded to moshing, because sometimes the band will like try and get the crowd to mosh. They'll encourage it. So that there'd be a lot of hospital visits after that.
Yes.
What happened to you? I was at a mosh pit with a horse, you know. That would be at least a fun story for them to tell. But okay, yeah.
For sure.
That's you know, something to keep in mind. I don't know. Next time I see a horse, I might try and play some Metallica or something, see if they get a reaction there. So, well, thank you, Ben, for that. But take it away, Ben.
A Canadian woman has claimed a frozen lump of excrement from a plane passing overhead slipped through the roof of her mother's house. Stephanie Moore said she was awoken by a crashing sound and saw a huge hole in the ceiling in the hallway, less than 10 feet from where she was sleeping. After the incident, she said she found pink insulation, drywall, ceiling material, and shattered bits of wood on the hallway floor in the puddle of water. She went to had a roofer inspect and said it was blue ice that fell from a plane. So just make sure you don't have poo-poo falling from a plane and hitting you in the head. That's what I got.
I can't imagine. Oh, you know, we're getting doors flying off of airplanes with the whole Boeing issue and wheels. Is that a fear you have, Seth? One day you're just sleeping and poo comes flying out of the sky and hits your house.
You know, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but it reminded me of Joe Dirt again.
That was another honorable mention, but we didn't mention
Yep.
it.
Oh, great
Not
movie.
for the poo jokes, but the actual soundtrack. Okay, well, there's your public service announcement. Just be aware of falling poo from the sky. Hopefully, it will not be coming to a town near you.
Hopefully not.
All right, well, thank you, Ben. That was
You're welcome.
nice. Appreciate that as
I
always.
have to protect the people.
Yes. Somebody's got to do it, I guess, right?
Yes.
Take it away, Ben.
Have you ever wanted to change your name? Have you ever wanted to change your name to literally anything else? Turns out you can't. 35-year-old Texas man named Dustin Eby legally changed his name to literally anything else. Who knows what he was thinking, because he could have picked literally anything else. That's what I got.
Anything else? That's his anything is his first name and else his last name?
Literally anything else is his full name.
Oh, literally anything else.
Oh, literally is part of it.
Literally anything.
Literally anything else.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
So
I
if you
never
guys
thought-
could change your name, what would you change your name to? I have some ideas.
Oh, I gotta have Hugo have honors on that. What do you think?
Oh man. Something Hawk. Hawk is like a strong, cool name, you know. Hawk. I also cool animal, but
Yeah. You know what's so weird is I was thinking like an animal, some kind of animal, but I can't say exactly. Something like wolf would be pretty cool.
ooh.
Yeah.
The director of like all those, I think like CSI or criminal, like those
Oh.
procedural shows. I think his name is like Dick Wolf. That's a cool name.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I've heard like Wolfgang. I don't know if I want a Wolfgang. It still sounds cool, but I don't know if I want people calling me that. Would be the thing.
Yeah. Stop wolfing.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It just doesn't. Just wolf. Maybe just something wolf. That's what I would go with. Okay, what has it been?
So actually, when I was growing up, I wanted to be called Rex, short for T-Rex. But I thought of this recently, actually, before I saw this article. it would have to be hoof-hearted and Bob Loblaw.
Blah blah blah.
Or if somebody's asking, it'd be hoof-hearted, hoof-hearted, come over here, hoof-hearted.
This reminds me. A friend of mine has a dog named Mother. So she goes to the park and her dog's running around and it's like, Mother, come here, Mother, leave that kid alone, Mother. Don't be over there, Mother.
They were just wanting to troll people, it sounds like.
Oh, 1000%.
That's great. Well, that's
wow.
I guess good to know. If you want to be called literally anything else, then I guess it's already taken. But keep trying. Go back to the drawing board. Maybe come up with
But
another name.
the bright side is that if you can't be called literally anything else, you can still be called literally anything else.
This is true.
True. Swap.
That works. Take it away, Ben.
An Oscar Mayer Wienermobile got into a pickle on Chicago's highway. The hot dog shaped Wienermobile hit a car Monday morning along Interstate 294 and its driver lost control and overcorrected, causing it to roll on its side near Chicago suburb of Oak Brook, Illinois State Park said. No injuries were reported after the crash. So that's something you don't see every day. A flipped over Wienermobile. That's what I got.
You gotta wonder that's maybe happened more often than not. I don't know, because how bad are I just see that it's like that just looks like a common occurrence here in Ohio because people can't seem to drive in Ohio. It's like I don't know what it be stuck in. Like, have you ever gone through those like narrow bridge underpass?
Oh yeah.
Like, what do they do in that situation? Do you think they gotta turn around? And
I don't know. I just wonder if he hit like a car that said like Heinz ketchup or something. That would have been awesome.
There's like a Wonder Bread truck that also spills over and the ketchup, and everybody starts running to it.
I would relish that situation.
I was waiting for it. I was trying to set you up there. Very nice.
I spiked it.
You relished that spike. You did.
Yes.
So
yes, indeed.
Well, thank you, Ben. So if you see Oscar Mayer Wiener flipped over, maybe I don't know how you could help them, but be mindful of that. That could be in your area at any certain point because they travel all over the country. So who knows? You might spot one. Take it away, Ben.
For some, the chance to see a banana duct taped to a wall is to be within touching distance of a sensational moment in recent art history. For others, it's an enticing snack. On Thursday, an art student from Seoul National University found it to be the latter when he removed the fruit, an iconic work of an Italian artist, from off the wall at the museum where it is displayed, and proceeded to devour it. It turns out that this art is actually worth $120,000. After he ate the banana, he duct taped the banana peel back onto the wall. That's what I got.
Wow. That's all I can say. I hope that tasted good. For
yeah.
120. Oh, man, that just hurts my head thinking about it. Wow. So, I don't know.
One expensive banana.
Did it say they found him? Like, who did it? Or it was just they?
Yeah, so the article continues that they asked him why he did it. He said he skipped breakfast and was just hungry.
Wow. I mean,
so my question is, it said it was worth $120,000, but the article, it's a long article. It said that every 2 days it would replace the banana. So how exactly is that worth $120,000?
I don't know. I guess you could put a price on anything at that.
I guess.
Reasoning, right? It's just, I don't know. Yeah, but
I could do that with an orange and sell it for half.
Right. Yeah, maybe I should start going through my old fruit and put it out for sale. That can
yes,
pay off some of my debts here. Man, my goodness, 120,000. Well, I guess the moral is, don't eat fruit if it looks like it's something that's worth a lot of money. And I'm just thinking what kind of jail time or
fine he's gonna at least 120,000 he's gonna have to pay, I think. So okay. Interesting there, but thank you, Ben, as always, for last drop, and take it away, Ben.
Ohio is known for many things: theme parks, sports teams, and is now home to a new reptile. In Beaver Creek, Ohio, a father and son were fishing when they spotted an alligator in a pond. The son took several pictures, so beware. If you're fishing in Beaver Creek, Ohio, you might spot this alligator. Maybe that's my father stole an alligator. Who knows? That's what I got.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Did you see something about that, Andy?
I did, yeah.
So
there are gators here.
Yeah. My dad had one and somebody stole it.
They stole it?
Yes.
Who steals an alligator?
I don't know. Some teacher or something was like, "Hey, can I borrow your alligator for a school thing?"
He actually knew the guy.
Yeah. So he knew the guy. He's like, "I'll pay you $75 for it," and then he just never called my dad back. And who knows? Maybe he just threw him in that pond.
Maybe that is the alligator.
Maybe that's
it
the
just
alligator.
got bigger.
Yeah. Well, the alligator was built like that. So
yeah.
So the toxic runoff and the superpowers, you never know.
I know, but it's all the stuff. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're
Godzilla.
Yeah,
I mean,
all that stuff.
Anything's
There's a rich history of reptiles that have gone into bodies of water and emerged.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. So thank you for that, Ben. And public service announcement: if you are in the Beaver Creek area, watch out. There might be alligator of all things. I guess there could be worse things, but we won't go there. We'll just leave it at that. So,
a woman who faced eviction from her Manhattan apartment over her 3 emotional support parrots will be paid $165,000 in damages, plus $585,000 for her apartment under a consent decree announced by the federal prosecutor. A neighbor complained, saying, "Oh God, I wake up still with the nightmares of them screaming in my head." Turns out that these emotional support animals will be allowed, and the woman can keep her apartment and be awarded quite a bit of money. That's what I got.
Very, very interesting. I don't know. What do you think of that, Matthew?
I think that says a lot about the state of the world at the moment. I
think I'm going to get a bunch of screaming goats and see if I can get some money.
Yeah,
I think that sounds good. We could do something like that. And,
take it for a test. Actually, I think to skew to video games, they're remastering the original Goat Simulator.
Oh yeah.
So maybe upgrade your sound system. See what your neighbors think when you're playing that game, and then maybe you get the goats, and then you
That
can
could be
be fodder for life.
That could be the next viral video. Just make sure you film it, Ben.
I will.
See the reaction. So
this is what packaging on YouTube can be like too.
Exactly.
You record yourself for 1 month playing Goat Simulator at a tinnitus imbuing deafening volume. You say, "I played Goat Simulator for my neighbors for 30 days. Here's what happened."
There you go.
Viral.
I could see it.
Yes.
So, well, thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. And take it away, Ben.
Home prices are out of control. It seems like you can only afford half of a house. Turns out you can. A California house recently had a tree fall through their roof and split half of the house in two. It turns out that according to the California government, because it's considered an act of God, and with the market being so high, you can purchase half of this house for $500,000. With a little over 300 square feet left, you can buy this house. That's what I got.
Interesting. Are you in the market for a new house there, Evan, or that much space?
I was going to say, I forgot to mention, I'm also a real estate agent with Sanford Real Estate.
Really? That's perfect.
There you go.
I was like, oh, that's neat. Some new laws, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you could represent them then, help them try and sell it, because I'm sure they could use all the help they can get, right?
California, different state,
yeah,
a different test.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, bummer.
It's not a bummer. I don't want to go to California. For California listeners, you can hang.
It is higher prices, so I'm wondering, maybe that's something to look up later, like the price differential of that much square footage in another state with half of it gone. Yeah, the tree down the middle.
It's
All right.
also funny that you brought that up too, because Sanford Real Estate had a 120-year-old tree just fall through the house that is the building for our like work, I guess, or like where our office is. So it's cut the building in half.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
I guess we need to be aware of these falling trees. Maybe that's a
Yeah,
public service announcement.
Yes,
Like, I don't know
beware
how
of falling
we knew
trees.
about this.
Just falling. I mean, trees fall. Let's, act like that doesn't happen. But on houses, that's, I don't know. Maybe,
But yeah.
yeah. Just be aware of falling trees. If you're out there listening to this, just be aware of your surroundings at the very least.
Yes.
Take it away, Ben.
Are you tired of your dog smelling badly? Do you want it to smell like a rich person's dog? Now you can. Dolce & Gabbana has introduced a new line of canine perfume for your dog called Feifei. It is certified pet safe. Get this dog perfume at a store near you for $108 for a 3-ounce bottle. That's what I got.
Wow. I don't know how they do it, but they still amaze me or surprise me with things. I don't know. Do you have a dog, Sushi Dude, that you would be interested in that?
Kelly she's too low brow for $100, $108 perfume. She's actually running around right now. So
I don't know what to think of that. $108, you said, for how much? It was like
3-ounce
ounces?
bottle. Yep.
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't have any dogs, but if I did, I don't know. I wouldn't get it. Do you think Toothless could use that? I know it's for dogs, but do you think they could use it?
I don't know. He might attack me again. I got another scratch on my face.
That's true. Maybe not the best of ideas. Well, true. I guess if you're interested in that, if you're listening to us here and have a dog, I guess check them out. So thank you for that, Ben. And I don't know. For me, I'll use my money in much better places.
I wonder if anybody's buying that perfume and just using it on themselves instead of on their dogs. For $8, I mean,
that's
a little
for
you, a little for me.
Almost don't want to think about it, but you're right. They might be doing.
Little there.
Yeah. I want to smell like dog today. That would be so weird. Yeah. So okay. Well, take it away, Ben.
Do you like hot sauce? Apparently not as much as this man. A man named Mike Jack broke a new world record by eating 2 pounds, 7 ounces of sriracha hot sauce. Who knows how he felt after the 3 minutes, but this makes me think of that Johnny Cash song, Burning Ring of Fire. That's what I got.
Oh, that hurts just to hear that. Ooh. How much hot sauce have you had at one time, Ben? Like just to try and dare, because somebody's had to dare you.
A couple drops, maybe. Not
all?
a whole lot. Yeah, I'm not really much of a hot sauce guy.
Okay, how about you, Seth? Has anybody like dared you to? Do you remember?
Funny enough, there was this really hot like relish sauce. I was at a restaurant one time, and they dared me for a couple bucks. They're like, "Will you drink that? Like, just drink it." And I was like, "For a couple bucks? Yeah." I was a very wild. If like people dare me to do things as a youngster, I unfortunately would cave to the demand.
Now, was it worth it? Was the question though? Was it worth?
Oh, it wasn't bad because I'm a hot sauce guy. It wasn't bad at all.
There you go. Yeah, I was dared like Taco Bell sauce before, and that was like ketchup to me. I'm the same way as you, Seth. I like hot sauce and stuff. There was, I will say, this, I forget what it was called, but we got it down in Texas. And it was just a little bit on beef jerky. It was a type of sauce put on, but they said it was the hottest, if not in the world, like one of the top. And it's just like a little tiny piece, and it was $10. So I'm thinking, my goodness, this thing is, but I got to try it. I just, for whatever reason, was like, I got to go with it. And what's he saying?
Hold up. What do you say there, Seth?
Okay, there's two comments. So Galguy88 said Batman the animated series is just amazing all around. And he said Seth will be drinking hot sauce in the movie.
You got to write it in, Ben.
Yes. He's the hot sauce. He's the condiment king. With the hot sauce. He actually does that in the episode.
He does.
He
does.
pours hot sauce in somebody's what was it, their mouth or eyes or
Yeah.
something, and like, ah!
Yeah, I think it was like a little package.
Yeah, it's like
packet, but it was hot sauce that he squirted in a guy's mouth, and he's just like, ah! You know? So silly. So silly,
yes.
but great.
Oh,
Yes,
for
we'll have
sure.
to keep that in mind, Galaga guy. Thank you for that comment. And yeah, so this going back to it's a little beef jerky. Even the person checking out went, oh, be careful. Like that's serious stuff. And I'm like, okay, this has got to be for real. So it was me and my uncle, and we split it. And it was kind of that dare, you know, you gonna try it? All right, we'll try it. I've not had anything more hot in my entire life. That stuff just it took me a half hour to recover. It was just so hot. So if you see some like warning, and it had big warning labels on it, of course, but if you see that, pace yourself if you're gonna be crazy enough to try it, is all I can say.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting off on our own stories of hot sauce. Thank you for that last drop, as always, Ben. But take it away, Ben.
A woman from France was drinking her coffee with a friend when she was struck by a small object. The woman says she heard a boom noise above the roof and next to her, followed by a shock to her ribs. She thought it was a bat or another animal, but it was confirmed by geologists to be, in fact, a meteorite. So be careful where you sit next time you drink your coffee, because apparently the sky is falling. That's what I got.
Wow. A meteorite?
Wow.
Oh, that's kind of scary. You haven't seen any of those in your area, Troy, have you?
Meteorites, not yet. But I will definitely be careful where I'm drinking my coffee at, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. That's kind of scary to think that. Thankfully, it felt like a bat, she
small one.
said, or some kind of like small.
She thought it was an animal or whatever, but apparently the way she described it, it didn't sound too like light, like ugh.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay, yeah. We got, we had some last drops about falling trees. We have falling trees. We have meteorites falling from the sky. Just keep your head up. Don't look down at any time, because something could be falling at you at any time. So thank you for that.
Coffee beans, manna from heaven. Falling. Yes.
That would be a bad thing. Get some free coffee. You could just
absolutely. Set up some buckets.
Yeah. So maybe that'll happen the next time. Maybe Ben will keep us up to date if there's any coffee bean sightings falling.
I'll let you know.
Thanks,
well, we
Ben.
appreciate that. You're welcome. Well, we take it away,
A
Ben.
slang term for money is sometimes called cheddar. A man must have been confused when he stole 24 tons of cheddar cheese, valued at $390,000. The man simply pretended to be a wholesale distributor and somehow over time stole the large amount. The man has been arrested. So don't do the crime if you can't do the time, because if you go to jail, that's not Gouda. That's what I got.
Oh, you just wonder sometimes. That's where we're at. People stealing cheese.
Yeah.
Of all things, cheese. That's just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to that.
A lot of cheddar.
A lot of cheddar, yes. But and what doesn't surprise us anymore, right? It's just like, yeah, I don't know what else to say to that. But thank you, Ben.
Yeah, Ajax does say that was cheesy. Yep. Here comes the cheese pun.
So yeah, I guess cheese shops be on high alert, because somebody's tried it and they might be coming for you. So be sure you've got your security systems and all that stuff in place.
I do have to say, there was a guy, I showed a guy at work this last drop segment beforehand. He came up with a wonderful name for this thief, the limb burglar. So shout out to him.
Yes. Good shout out to them. That's a good one. I'll give you kudos for that. Very nice. So, Well, thank you, Ben, for that, as always.
New Zealand is known for its beautiful scenery, but did you know it also is known for a very strange sculpture? The sculpture, nicknamed Quasi after Quasimodo from the Humpback of Notre Dame, stands 16 feet tall on top of the roof, welcoming people into the art gallery below. But the sad news is, after 5 years of terrifying people, the sculpture is to be lifted out using a helicopter. I think maybe Hamburger Helper could buy it, but who knows? That's what I got.
What is that? I understand it's a hand, but like, whew, I don't know that I would go there.
So this is what's strange. I did more research on this. So the artist, it's an actual like digital scan of his hand and his face, and somehow he combined it and made it 16 feet. So it's just, if you go in this art gallery, it's like looking down.
No. I can't do that.
You know what's so weird about it too is it's obviously weird that there's a face on a hand, but it's got this like attitude strut going on.
For sure.
Hand on the, I guess finger on your hip, not hand on your hip, but it's got that attitude going on, the sassy.
I didn't notice that.
Wow. You think you've seen it all, and then this comes along. All right. Well, thank you, Ben, as always, for that. I'm gonna have nightmares for the next week
I was
or two.
just gonna say I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Thanks, guys.
The funny thing is, it said it was going to be removed with a helicopter. Could you imagine that thing just flying around?
You just look up and there's this like hand hanging there.
Oh gosh.
Oh, there's so many possibilities with that. It takes a wrong route and goes by the preschool and freaks out the children. Like,
What are they
would
going to do with it?
It didn't.
They said they're just getting rid of it, but like I said, my idea is sell it to Hamburger Helper.
I like that idea. Maybe the artist wants it back. Just put it in his backyard or something.
Freak out his neighbors.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna try real hard to get that image out of my head, but it's gonna take a while. So, okay, well, I guess thank you, Ben, for that nightmarish image. But
Take it away, Ben. If you are in the South Carolina area, beware of the monkey uprising. A total of 43 monkeys escaped from a research lab in Yosemite. There is 6 still on the loose. The rest have been captured. According to reports, the recaptured monkeys were given peanut butter sandwiches and Purina monkey chow. If you happen to spot one, it might be simply amazing. But what other funny news do you have? You can email us at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com. That's what I got.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is how they lured them.
Yes. I'd probably be captured though. I love a good PB&J.
I don't know. So, do you think, Wilson, you guys' peanut butter flavored stuff might lure the monkeys if we ever have a outbreak of them in the Ohio area?
From my experience with monkeys, they're not that discerning. So yeah, I think they would come after any candy. But maybe we should just put a bunch of brooms out there for them.
This is true.
Yeah.
I should know.
This is true. Ben was a good test on that brooms are a good stopper. So maybe they should take a
broom
page
traps.
Broom traps.
Why does that sound like a product? Like broom traps, something for monkeys. We need to go out and patent that. That's a great idea.
Sounds like a Shark Tank product.
I like your ideas. I like where you're going with these. We have to put those to use one of these times. So, all right. Thank you for that, Ben. I guess the moral of this is keep an eye out. There might be some monkeys loose in your area. So keep an eye out for that. Well, take it away, Ben.
An Ontario band just broke a world record for the deepest concert underground. The band, called the Miners and Sons, played a set at 8,086 feet below sea level. The drummer says, quote, "This mine has spent 68 years taking rock out of that place and then spent one day bringing it back." So, of course, they had to play rock music. I'm just glad that they found a long enough extension cord. That's what I got.
Oh, that's a different one. Have you ever been to a concert underground, Josh?
No, I don't think so.
I hope they were good. Maybe that's the whole reason you're gonna play in this cave.
I'm trying to think. Like, is it acoustic? Is it like good sound down there or something?
Yeah, the great acoustics, just like in Step Brothers, where he's like, "It's not the right acoustics. Don't want to wake up Robert and Nancy." Just hilarious. Yeah,
It could be that. Yeah, that's my only guess anyway. So,
like a silent disco. Maybe it's to keep the sound down.
Yeah,
could be.
It could be as loud as you want. That is true. Being that far underground. So, but okay. Well, maybe there'll be a concert coming near you soon. So, thank you for that, Ben.
You're welcome.
Take it away, Ben.
It's getting cold outside. With the cold comes competition. Soon, the annual hair freezing competition will take effect this year once it reaches negative 21 degrees Fahrenheit in Yukon, Canada. The man and the woman with the best frozen hair wins $2,000. Here's a photo of the last year's competition. That's what I got.
Well, that's quite a interesting event to be dealing with. Do you guys you don't really deal with the cold out there in California, do you? Not really.
Cold cold to me is like anything below 70. We get it changes. Yeah, you see your breath in the morning, but I'm probably not going to see snow where we are.
That looks frigid probably to you then.
Yeah,
But that,
yes.
That
Hey, but I have
almost
a
looks
question about the hair thing. Like, would it snap if you like?
I would think it would.
possibly if it's cold enough. I've done that. I mean, I was just about to say in the wintertime that looks like my backyard. Like we have a little
Oh.
pond, so if you jumped in it, it'd probably look like that. But I can't say for sure that I've snapped my hair off when it's done that because I've been out in the cold where it was it rained and then it dropped below and my hair was still wet. So it's kind of fun. It's not good because you can get sick from it, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess if you're in the Canada area, maybe that's a competition that you might want to enter. So we just had on about mustache competition, a guest on that. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some of those venture their way up to Canada, or if they're like me, stay as far away from the cold. I don't want anything to do with it. So, well, thank you for that, Ben. That's very informative and good for us all to know.
Yeah, and if you have any other funny news articles or anything that you would want to have us share on our podcast, feel free to email us at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com.
Take it away, Ben.
A bear broke into a Rolls-Royce and 2 Mercedes in California, costing 2 different insurance companies $142,000 in damages. After the video was shown of one of the bears breaking into a car and opening the door like a human, police could clearly see that it was a person in a costume. 4 people were arrested after a search warrant found the bear costume that is on the screen. So like Smokey the Bear says, only you can prevent stupidity. That's what I got.
You think you've seen it all. I don't know. Have you had any bear sightings there, Bob and Elliot?
Yeah, in Virginia we have black bears, but I've never seen a black bear with a shirt. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd be like, that bear's got a shirt on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some Bernstein Bears, or that guy's supposed to be down at the local pizza place playing a banjo. What's going on?
It doesn't say anything in there, Ben, about after seeing I had a t-shirt on. That is a good point. Like they just
There's a video. The video is them just opening the car door like a normal person. That's what gave it away.
I don't even open the door like a normal person. I use my elbows.
I would think with your mustache, with Elliot there, you got to be able to
Like Indiana Jones. I just let it swing from things.
You have options there. So, well,
Definitely.
I guess the thing to keep in mind is if you see bears maybe do a double take because it could be just somebody in a costume robbing a place or stealing things. I don't know. That's a new one, Ben, but thank you very much for that. That was very informative for us.
You're welcome. So if you anybody listening, if they have any funny stories, send them to mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com, and you might have your last drop segment be featured on our podcast.
So with that, though, let's make sure we do our due diligence. So Ben, where can people find and connect with us?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook, Instagram, all the socials. We're on YouTube. So if you could subscribe to us, we would love that. And ring the bell notification. That way, when a new episode comes out, you're automatically notified. And if you have questions for us, or like we mentioned, if you want a segment on the last drop, email us at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com. That's how you get a hold of us.
There it is. And we also have our online store. So if you want some Mustaches and Coffee merchandise, check that out. There's the QR code on screen right now. You can get your own hat. You can get your own shirt. We got stickers. We got magnets. We got all kinds of goodies. So check it out. And we appreciate each one of you listeners. This is just a big thank you. Because
That's gone now. I ate it.
You gotta put it back up, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put that back up
There you
there.
go.
I was.
He's
we gotta
hungry.
do
He's
this.
got to eat it now.
Like Pac-Man.
Love it. Yes, we love this because here we're having great guests like Bob and Elliot with us. This is terrific. We're having such a fun time. So thank you, the listener. But in return, check out those links that Ben mentioned and also that QR code that was up on the screen as well. So, well, that'll about do it here. But as we always say, don't bash the stash.
I need espresso for the depresso.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.